Hey guys, how you doing today? So here is a little bit of the issue we were having with the tie rods and the control arm, along with this custom fit exhaust for this Fiat Spider 124. Sorry about the video, it is off of my iPhone. So the tire is straight at the moment, and obviously you can tell there's plenty of space in between that and the exhaust. But when you rotate it all the way to the right, it comes in contact with the exhaust right at that point right there. And really the control arm has been separated already, which added more space. But the problem we were having is that the control arm, when turning all the way to the right, which I can't really achieve right now, mainly because the steering wheel is detached, it is actually pushing up against the exhaust. I called you guys about this issue a little while ago. You recommended that instead of using the sleeve to put the exhaust together, we weld this joint that I'm showing you right now. It's kind of hard to see, sorry about that. So we welded the joint that the actual exhaust sleeve or clamp, as you would call it, that wrapped around there with the exhaust clamp on it. It rotated the entire engine actually when turning all the way to the right. It would press against the exhaust and flex the exhaust all the way up to the head of the block, and it actually snapped a stud off of the motor, one of the old studs. Hold on one second, I'll give you a better view up top. So as you can tell here, we replaced that stud right there. All of the other ones were unaffected, but this one in particular, which is dead set in the middle, was pretty affected by that. There is the control arm, the idler arm, making contact. Mind you, with the control arm attached to it, it actually flexes the exhaust more than you can see right now. You know, we're having a lot of problems with this, and this exhaust has, you know, caused quite a few issues, including melting this wire right here, which was actually pinned up. This thing gets real hot, I understand that. But I wanted to chat with you guys because it's heavily flexing the exhaust. It's not pushing it up against the motor right now, but with the control arm in place, it does. So here's the video showing you guys what's going on, what problem we're dealing with. Maybe you can give me some sort of advice. By the time you see this, I would have called you and talked to you about it. But you know, we wanted to know what the procedure here is going to be, if you know, if we can return this exhaust, or if we can try and make it work, or if there's, you know, some way maybe you guys have dealt with this problem or something of the sort. But thank you for taking your time. Once again, I'm going to show you. Here we go. And there's the tie rod. And the tie rod moves away. This is the tire at center right now. Can't turn the steering wheel, the control arm is... This is the tire at center. When you turn the tire all the way to the right, you have contact with that exhaust. And it's not flexing too much right now, but we do have the entire steering linkage disengaged. With the entire steering linkage engaged, when you go all the way to the right, it actually pushes the exhaust up, following that flex all the way to this face right here, actually moving the manifold and eventually snapping that stud, which we had to replace. Yeah, other than that, the rest of the exhaust seems good, but we got to figure this out and see what's going on. And the space in between the tie rod and the actual or the idler arm and the block of the motor over here is so marginal that it, you know, it seems to not actually fit and work properly. So just trying to come to a solution. Thanks.